Hello and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Ammar Anwar and you are watching Cerca Trova. Today we are going to talk about contributor role taxonomy for publications that is called the CRediT taxonomy. Authorship credit is very important and ICJME has defined authorship based on substantial contributions. I have done a video on this before and you can watch this on my YouTube channel Cerca Trova, and this is the link to this video. Now moving on. In Pakistan, as per HEC, the editors of the journals should ensure that papers published in journals having more than one author should mention contribution of each author. The substance I have in my previous talk, I have elaborated on the type of contributions that are credited with full authorship. They are broadly classified into four categories, and you can see them on my you can see the video on my channel. In Pakistan, this is how the contributions are being mentioned on published work like study design, methodology, paper writing, referencing, data calculation, and collection and analysis of data, interpretation of results. This is good. This falls in HEC guidelines, but there is a need for uniformity, and that is where credit taxonomy comes in. The contributor role taxonomy or credit taxonomy has defined authorship, has categorized authorship into 14 different roles, and these roles cover the ICJME guidelines for authorship. These roles include conceptualization, data curation, formal analysis, funding acquisition, investigation, methodology, etc. I'll be elaborating them one by one, and if you want to know more about credit taxonomy, please watch this video till the end. Now coming to conceptualization. Conceptualization is a substantial contribution as per ICJME guidelines. It represents ideas, formulation, and evaluation of the overreaching goals and aims. For example, if you have thought about a research project, that is conceptualization, that falls under conceptualization. Everything starts with an idea. So the idea of research is called conceptualization. It is a substantial contribution as per ICJME guideline. Second thing, as per credit taxonomy, is data curation. Now, the data curation is organization and integration of data collected from various resources. You can collect data from questionnaire. You can collect data from online sources if you are doing a literature review. It involves annotation, publication, and presentation of data. Uh, it is the responsibility of authors, usually of the corresponding author. I have talked about the role of corresponding author in my previous video, and do watch it if you want to know more about the role of corresponding author. But coming back to this video, the value of data is maintained over time and the data remains available for reuse and presentation. This is what data curation is. Third thing is formal analysis. It is basically data analysis. It can be statistical, mathematical, or by computational methods. The next thing is acquisition of funds. That is a substantial role as per ICDMA guidelines. You need funds for open access publication. You need funds for research. The next thing, the fifth point as per credit taxonomy is investigation. Investigation is also a substantial contribution as per ICGME guidelines. It means conducting a research and investigation process, specifically performing the experiments or data collection. This is what investigation is about. If you are doing a research in laboratory, then all the methods research that you have done, all the experiments that you have done, that comes under investigation. And if you're doing data collection, that also comes under investigation. Methodology is also a substantial contribution as per ICJME guidelines. It means development or design of methodology, such as creation of models or development of methodology for your research project. What kind of study design will it be? What kind of research methods will you use? What will be the population? What will be the sample size? If you want to do more about the sample size calculation, please do watch my video about sample size calculation, and this is available on my channel Cerca Trova. The seventh point is project administration. Project administration is not a substantial contribution, uh, is not one of the substantial contribution, but it is one of the four roles which are required for authorship and as per ICGME guidelines. So the project administration usually means supervision. It is done by a senior professor, and this means management and coordination responsibility for the research activity, planning, and execution. The eighth point is resources. Resources means the provision of study material. For example, if you are doing research in a lab, then you will need reagents. And if you are doing research in clinic, then you will need patients, etc. All these things, they come under resources, and these include reagents, materials, patients, lab samples, animals, instruments, computing resources for softwares or other analysis tools. If your research involves software, then this is also a substantial contribution, and this will mean programming, software development, design, computational programs, implementation of computer code, and supporting algorithms and testing and existing code components. This is not applicable to biomedical research, but this is very, very important when you are doing a research in computational or other models. The next thing is supervision. Supervision, this role has been this is similar to project administration, but if a person who is only supervising and is only just giving you ideas or only just playing supervisory role, then he should be categorized as supervisor. But if he's actively involved or he's actively taking interest in research, then you can categorize him as project administrator. And the next thing is validation. Validation means verification, replication, reproducibility of your results and experiments. This is the role of corresponding author. I'll be talking more about this in my upcoming video, so please do subscribe to my channel. And this is the 11th role. The 12th role is visualization. This is per credit taxonomy. Visualization means drawing graphs, bars, or any other type of visual resources that you are presenting with your research paper, and this is a substantial role as per ICJME guidelines. The third role is writing original draft. This means preparation, creation, or presentation of the published work. This is prior to sending to a journal, and you should mention all those who are involved in writing of the research paper. And the last is writing, review, and editing. This involves the review, editing, corrections of all the research paper that has been done in response to journal editor or reviewer comments. This is an example of CRediT taxonomy. It is available on my journal, Pakistan Journal of Surgery and Medicine. As you can see that the first author, HTB, these are abbreviations, has conceptualized, is involved in methodology, and is involved in review and editing of the draft. The second author, IA, is involved in investigation, writing of the draft, and formal analysis. The next author is involved in project administration, and the last two authors were involved in investigation and formal analysis. Thank you so very much for watching this, and I will request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions or queries, you can always reach me on my email address. I would love to hear back from you. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.